What's up people, and welcome to this video. And in this video we're gonna do something which you guys have been requesting so much, okay? And I've been wanting to do this for such a long while, but I wasn't able to do that because you know why, I was gone a week, and if you haven't checked that video out, it will be linked in the description. Either way, so in this game we're playing Gatot, Kaca versus Lapu, okay? And when we were doing this video, I was like, well, how are we gonna be building these heroes? First I thought about, well, is he gonna build them use a normal standard build for both? But then I was like, no, actually no. Let's go and do it with two really stupid builds. So on Gatot Kaca I will be building max magic power, which is basically just building blood wings. Well, you can actually get more magic power by, well, not more magic power, but more damage by you building the green crystal. But I decided just to build 100% blood wings, just so it will be easier. And Lapu will be building blade of the spears, 6 of them, so he will get just the most physical damage which he can get. And we were like, well, this is gonna be funny to see who is gonna be winning and stuff like that. We honestly thought in the beginning of doing this, we were like, well, Gatot Kaca is actually a bit overpowered, but like the results is actually like mind-blowing, okay? Extremely mind-blowing. And what you're seeing now in the beginning is basically us just farming to get like the max gold, so we can just buy everything in the game. And here you can see me like taunting him a bit, just attacking him and dealing some damage. But either way, in this game I'm playing with another YouTuber called Shabas, and I'm gonna leave a link down to his channel in the description. You should really gonna check him out. He makes amazing videos on Mobile Legends as well. He's also gonna be making a video on this, so gonna check out this video as well. Link will be down in the description to his channel. But let's keep talking about this. So well, we can actually not really gonna say so much really about, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not gonna be talking about what will be happening in the fights, but you will see it will be quite amazing. So there you can see me taunting him a bit more, just dealing some damage to him. I just wanted to see how much damage I can actually go ahead and like deal to him, is having like one blood wing and stuff like that. But like there's one thing which I don't like about doing these types of videos. It has nothing to do with like editing or like speaking or stuff like that. Is the only thing, playing a custom game, going 1 versus 1, and you want to get fully builded, and you want to try out some kind of experiments, you know? It's really annoying because the minions will just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. I wish there was a way in Mobile Legends which could basically just gonna like turn off the minions and stuff like that. I feel like is it real that hard to actually just go ahead and add that? Or just add like a god mode, like other MOBAs actually has, like where you can use like customize exactly whatever. Like you can use ads, you will get max amount of like gold and stuff like that. This will be really great if you're gonna try out some builds and stuff like that, which a lot of people actually do in custom games, just playing against bots and trying out builds. Me myself, I also do it. Like I want to go and try out this build for like example Bruno or whatever, and I don't want to jump into a game because I don't think that this build might work, so that's why I'm gonna try it in a custom game. But then it might take you up to like half an hour by just farming to get that amount of gold, so you can actually get fully builded. Though it is an exception in this video because we're building the items in the game which are actually the most expensive. I think Bloodwing is actually the #1 most expensive item in the game, and I'm building 6 of them, so of course it will take a while. And also we're not killing each other, so we'll not really get so much gold from that. We're just farming and farming and farming, so yeah. But either way, you can see currently we're 15 minutes into the game, very soon at least. And I think I have about 3 blood wings, maybe, I'm not completely sure about that. You can see me running in and out of the jungle, killing the blue buff and red buff and stuff like that, trying to get as much gold as possible. Lapu in the enemy team is actually doing exactly the same thing as I am doing currently. Using retribution to kill like blue buff and stuff like that a lot faster, and it actually kind of works. The only sad thing about this is actually in the beginning it kind of works for me to farm quite easy. But eventually, as you probably know, minions and like the creeps in the jungle will eventually slowly get more HP and like armor and stuff like that. So eventually As you know, I'm just building magic power, so my auto attack isn't really dealing much damage, so it will actually take me a while to actually go and kill these monsters in the jungle. But we're getting really close to the first battle right here, and I can tell you this much, we're not doing only one battle, okay? We're doing multiple battles. I'm not gonna spoil how many we're gonna be doing, but it's multiple battles to try out different strategies, see which will work. Because if I use, for example, my my second ability in the beginning of a fight and then instantly use my ultimate, then I'm gonna like remove the effect of the second ability. So we're using different combos to see what works best and stuff like that. And you will be seeing both of those combos later on. So we're trying to make it as fair as possible, not just me like using my ultimate and then just completely destroying Lapu and stuff like that. You will be seeing everything in a second, okay? We're getting really close to the first battle. As we saw there, I showed the stats. I think I have, is it one more Bloodwing I need to buy? Or yeah, and I'm not gonna make it super annoying for you guys, so that's why I have sped up this video. In total, this took us literally 59 minutes to record, okay? It took us insanely long because we had to protect the lane so the minions didn't win, because we didn't want to start over, try to farm again, because it takes a while. And that's why I want Mobile Lens to fix, so you can just like add how much gold you want, or just remove the minions, so then it's gonna be pushing, so you can have the game for yourself and stuff like that, so you don't have to think about minions, so you can just try out whatever you want to do. But you can see me waiting here. Basically, I think I'm fully builded. Just gonna be waiting for Lapu to come here so we can actually go ahead and do this fight. So you can see him running around here. We're gonna be starting the fight in a few seconds, and I'm not completely sure what combo we're gonna be using here. As you can see, I think I'm gonna be using my ultimate in the beginning, and I'm gonna be turning off the speed mode in a second right here. Well, speed mode, sped up video. I'm gonna be turning that off. So both of us is having the red buff, so we will see. You're gonna be using my ultimate first here. You can see him trying to avoid it a bit, but you can see the damage from me, it's just completely insane. I honestly don't know how I was able to kill him that fast, because in the other battles it will actually be a bit different, so you will see that soon. But like, it does such an insane amount of damage, it is just mind-blowing. I don't get that, so I'm just gonna edit something here very quickly. So you're gonna be seeing now, we're gonna be starting off the next fight in a second right here. And this time I think I'm not gonna be using my ultimate first. I think Lapu is the one who's gonna be ulting first. So we're gonna be jumping into that fight right about now. So he's gonna be using his ultimate first, I think, and then I'm gonna be using my second build, stuff like that. So we will see how it works out now when I'm not using my ultimate in the beginning. So he's using ultimate right there. I'm trying to use my first ability, didn't really work. Using my second ability, jumping up in there, trying to deal as much damage to him as possible. You can see me taking down his HP really much. Lapu going for me and just destroys me. Jesus Christ, that was an insanely bad, and I didn't really expect that. I actually thought Gatot would be like super strong, so Lapu wouldn't stand a chance, but he actually is destroyed Gatot. So here we have the third battle. It says 1-1. This time I think he's gonna be using his ultimate first. Lapu is gonna be ulting first. We still both have the blue buff. You can see me, I'm using the ultimate a bit earlier now and use the second ability first, and I'm gonna be using my first ability there, actually picking up the kill, and we actually kind of made the same combo this time as we made the fight which we made before this. Him using his ultimate again. This is why the results are so mind-blowing. You can see I have 2 kills right now. Lapu has 1 kill. So we're gonna jumping over to the other fight right here. Not completely sure we're gonna be doing this fight because, yeah, you know, it took a while to record this. I can't remember every single fight. I think he's gonna be using his ultimate again, but you can see we're not having the blue buff this time. So I'm using my second ability, gonna be using my ultimate right there. They're dealing a ton of damage, but as you can see, look at that, really close on actually killing him right there, using the second, was really close on actually using the second ability right there, which could potentially have killed him, but it actually take a few seconds until I start reflecting damage. So you can see it says 2-2 right now, it's just mind-blowing. But this fight which we just did right here, we did a fight without using the blue buff, and blue buff will actually give me a bit of advantage, which I most likely rely on my abilities, my skills, and like cooldown and stuff like that. So here we have the 5th battle. He's gonna be using his ultimate first. I'm using my second ability. Gonna be using my ultimate there, dealing a ton of damage to him, almost killing him. He's running into the bush, successfully kills me, but he has like no HP at all. That was a super even fight right there. It's just mind-blowing, okay? Just completely mind-blowing. That was the 5th game. It says 2-3, 2 Lapu, so that's I believe. I'm gonna be using my ultimate in the beginning here, and we still don't have the blue buff. As you know, we're trying different things out, so I'm gonna be using my ultimate here first. You can see if I can win without the blue buff using my ultimate first. So I'm gonna be proccing my ultimate any second right here. So let's see, I'm gonna be doing it very, very soon. Bam, proccing my ultimate right there. He actually jumps out of it, dodging it a bit right there, dealing a lot of damage to me and dealing a lot of damage to him, but he actually wins it. So you can say it stands 2-4 to Lapu, which is just mind-blowing right here. So another fight right here. This is the 7th fight. So I'm gonna be using my ultimate again, and as you can see, we don't have the blue buff. And the things which I didn't do in the last fight was actually kind of failing my my second ability. So using it right there, dealing a ton of damage on him and just knocking him down. Like, how? That's just insane. We basically made the same thing the fight before. Just, I don't know. It's insane. It says 3-4. We're gonna be doing one last battle, but I actually gonna show you guys is how much we actually tried to protect the base and stuff like that. So you're gonna see a sped up version here of us like protecting the base from all the minions, and just like we don't need any more farm. Look at that, the minions almost won right here. So this is just proof that it's just really annoying. I thought it was really annoying. But let's go talk a bit about the fights, okay? So it says 3-4, okay? But what do we know? Every time I have used the blue buff and my ultimate first, I have won for sure. One time he used his ultimate first, but we both had blue buff and I used my ultimate later on, but I still won, okay? So blue buff actually gives Gatot Kaca a bigger advantage over Lapu because it will give a lot of cooldown, which actually will help me dealing a lot of damage to Gatot Kaca. Yes, it will also gonna give a lot of cooldown to Lapu, but Lapu is not really relying on his skills, okay? He's more relying on his auto attacks, which you can obviously gonna see in these clips right here. And basically, Lapu was able to kill me 4 times now because of his basic attacks dealing so much damage. And I actually thought from the beginning, I thought, well, Lapu is not gonna stand a chance, because at first when we started this gameplay, I was like, well, I reflect damage with my second ability, he will just gonna kill himself. But actually the second ability is only reflecting, like, it's not reflecting 100% of the enemy's damage. It's just like dealing some damage to the enemies, not based on the damage which the enemy is dealing. It's actually dealing damage to them like according to the second skill, which is basically, I think it's 500 every basic attack which an enemy is dealing on you. So it's not stacking anything from the enemy's damage. So yeah, I actually thought I would have a huge advantage because of that. So here we're actually going to try to make a battle, but you can see the minions are going to be pushing super much, so I just have to back off right there. And he actually dodged that ultimate, and we didn't want that. We wanted us to like just play like if I had hit my ultimate in the beginning. So obviously maybe when you're playing a real game, you might not go ahead and hit your ultimate exactly like this, but this is, just imagine when you're playing like Gatot Kaca versus Lapu and you successfully hit your ultimate specifically super perfect on the enemy. So he was actually saying sorry for actually dodging that. I think it was just a reflex from him to like try to dodge it. Obviously you will want to try it if you're playing a real game. But this is not a real game. So you can see me running up and down trying to like defend the base desperately to not lose. So you can see the minions running into the base dealing a lot of damage to my turret right there. And the thing is, I am a mage, I am a tank. Well, I think it actually only counts as a tank. But like, so you know, clearing minions, killing jungle monsters, stuff like that actually takes a while to do as a tank, as a mage. So yeah, that is why I'm having some problem here, even though I have a whole lot of damage from my skills, okay? So it is a bit annoying. You can see we're 56 minutes into the game. It's just insane for how long we actually played. I have removed a lot of like the gameplay, which we were just farming between the fights, okay? That was why I was able to show you guys the fights after each other, okay? But one thing which I want you to do, we're gonna be doing the last battle here in a second. Just have to clear up the minions and stuff like that. And this time we're gonna be using the red buff, okay? Gonna be using the red buff. So we're gonna be using red buff because Lapu will have a small advantage, so then we'll see who's gonna be winning. But I'm gonna using my ultimate first, so we will see if I still will be able to win, even though he has red buff. I will also have red buff, but it won't affect me as much. I will do a little bit more damage, but you can see my damage is completely insane. Completely insane. And it's actually hard to analyze this, because now it's 4-4, okay? And like, depending on if I used my ultimate first, like if I used my ultimate first, I definitely had a super high chance of winning. If I had a blue buff, I would also have a bigger chance of winning. But if Lapu used his ultimate first, and I used my second ability, then my ultimate, Lapu would win. But even though it says 4-4, I would say Gatot Gacha is, even though using these builds and in this circumstance, Gatot Gacha is actually still a bit stronger, because even though sometimes when I didn't use my ultimate first, I still won, okay? Because even though Lapu used his ultimate before me, sometimes I even won. But you can go and comment down below what you think about this video. Which hero do you think is stronger? Is it Gatot Gacha? Is it Lapu? It turned out 4-4, which is just actually a bit unexpected. Both heroes are goddamn amazing. I love playing both of them. They're really fun to play. But guys, that was all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope I'll see you next video. But as always, thank you for watching.